I would have to say the most difficult physical thing that has happened to me in my own life, and probably what has a lot to do with me being overweight, is an accident I was involved in. It was before my children, way back in 1983. My husband and I had taken a group of boys from Hawaiian Gardens up the mountains. Many of them had never been out of their small city, and the first time for them to go up to the mountains. And we had just a wonderful 3-day time up here and trip. The boys loved it, and we loaded the vans and we were on our way home. And I was hit head on by a girl who they believe had fallen asleep at the wheel. I was pinned in the van for about 2.5 hours. They had to use the jaws of life to get me out. When I was airlifted to Loma Linda, the surgeon looked at me, and my damage was I broke both femurs, tibia, ankle, fibula, heel. I crushed my heel. And I had so much damage to this leg that they were pretty sure they'd have to amputate. But by the grace of God, the one doctor on call was Dr. Reiswig, and he knew how to do I guess a blood replacement surgery, or they told me something like that, and he was able to save my leg. He had to do skin grafting, and I ended up coming home after a month in the hospital. We lived with my mom instead of our own home for a while. My husband and I, we had to live with her because I had to stay where I could be taken care of easily. And we stayed there, and I eventually was in a wheelchair for a long time, and then got to crutches and a walker. And I will never forget the day my husband came home, and I told him, wait right there. And I came around the corner walking. And the joy on his face was unbelievable, because we didn't really ever know for sure I would be able to walk again. And thank goodness I'm able to walk, but I know the weight has made things harder again. My feet swell continually every day. There's a lot of pain. I have nerve damage from about here down, and there's still a lot of pain from the accident, but I know I could be much better if I was smaller and thinner. The accident was a really difficult time for me as to why God would allow it to happen, even though I was serving and helping and doing things for kids and caring about a community. And it wasn't until a couple years later that I got my answer as to why it all happened, and it was okay. And that was when a young man in our ministry named Rudy, he had been shot. I received a call from the hospital, his sister, to go visit him. We ran to the hospital. It didn't look good. He had an artery severed in his leg by the bullet. He ended up coming through and survived it. And then one day I got a call, and he said, "Hey, Terrell, it's Rudy. I'm so scared. The doctor just told me I have to have a skin graft, and I'm scared. I don't understand." I said, "Hey, Rudy, no problem. I've already had that, and I'll be able to tell you all about it." So I went to the hospital and showed him my scars and was able to tell him what he'd endure. And at that moment, I looked up to the Lord, and I was able to say, "Okay, God, it's okay what I had to go through. I was able to help Rudy."